Hello everyone, this is part 2 of the last video I was talking about with the, so-called Democratic Party, which is really, it's more like the Communist Party. So I apologize that I had to edit that, but I realized after so long that I had said some things that YouTube is basically going to give me a strike for, or just not air my video, which honestly, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of common. I'll post a video with some opinions about politics or facts that are going on in this country, and I won't get a single view. I will come on and make a video about something that really is just common sense, and within the first hour I'll get 100 views. So I mean, it's not rocket science. It's pretty obvious what they're doing, and I gotta tell you, I give them credit for having such a smart AI system that can flag and throttle videos that are not in the interest of the Communist Party. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the Democratic Party. But, if you think about the things they've done when the installed president was in office for our last 4 years, and the auto pen basically ran the country. So anybody who was anybody that had connections and wanted something done to benefit them, they just contacted the person that was in charge of the auto pen, which was not Joe Biden. That man didn't even know he was in charge. Well, sometimes he did, but the majority of the time, he didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. And I don't normally make fun of people, but he's an evil man. He's done nothing but he's been in politics pretty much since he was a youngster, and I've looked up a lot of his history, and everything that he's done has been in his own interest. I have seen reports of this man trying to leverage Republican senators into accepting communist deals just to benefit himself. He says, if you do this for me, I'll vote this for you. Kind of pay to play kind of situation. Tit for tat. But anyways, there is no longer a Republican Party. It's a Communist Party. And think about it. When anybody goes against what they want, if anybody votes for anything that is in alignment with Republicans, no matter what it is, they try to roast them and eliminate them from the Democratic Party, so they no longer have a vote. I mean, a great example is when they tried to destroy the filibuster a few years back, and Joe Manchin, and that other lady, that other Democrat, voted against it. Well, guess what happened? They were gone in the next election because they went against the grain. They didn't agree with the rhetoric of the Democratic Party and the push. They had their own opinions, and they were ousted and eliminated because they had a different opinion, and they voted for what's right. So they're all about loyalty. They're not about what's right. If you go against them, they will go to extremes. And that includes eliminating you completely, removing you from the face of the planet. That's serious. And honestly, I am kind of worried about John Fetterman because he's a reasonable Democrat. He's like the only reasonable man in their entire party, and they want to get rid of him. They wish the stroke would have finished him off. They wish he would have died. They wish he would have remained in the mental hospital. And they do nothing but alienate him and tell everybody what a traitor and a POS he is. Think about that for a second. A man disagrees with what his party is saying, so he deserves to die. How much more communist can you get than that? You don't agree with us? Okay, so we're going to kill you. Seriously. I really don't understand why people still support Democrats. I mean, there's a lot of them out there, and it blows me away, you know. I mean, I see podcasters, they go out, they just ask people, what's your opinion on how, you know, the United States is progressing? And as soon as they find out that he is supporting Republicans, they alienate him. It's so obvious. You can go search it on YouTube yourself. Just watch some of these videos, some of these YouTubers that are Republicans. And all they're doing is asking general questions. They're not asking questions that favor Republicans or Democrats. They're just asking questions. Why do you believe this? Where did you hear this from? What do you think has changed in the country? Why do you think it's better? Why do you think it's worse? What do you think could change? What do you approve of? What do you disapprove of? Can you provide us with proof of why you say what you say? And, well, they always just walk away, or they get somebody else that says he's a Republican or he's right wing. Don't talk to him because he's going to chop up everything you say to make it look good for the Republican Party. I'm sorry, but we don't do that. Democrats and left-wing individuals do that. I find it very interesting how everything that goes on in this country And people that resist the truth either just refuse to talk to you, call you a racist or a communist, or they just don't want to listen to you. I mean, seriously. Where does this come from? Oh, don't talk to him. He's a Republican. God forbid. He's going to twist everything you say. It's funny because, all these things that these Democrats claim the Republicans are doing is exactly what they're doing. That's why they do it. They point it out. They center it to make themselves look like they're the ones calling attention to it. And then they say it's the Republicans to defer the fact that it is actually them. They call the Republicans out for doing things that there's no proof of. But yet there's all kinds of suspect without proof, just kind of, what do they call it? I don't even know, something about evidence, circumstantial evidence, or whatever the case may be. There's no concrete evidence, but there's all this conspiracy theories and, people things have noticed, but they can't prove. Well, it gets to a point when the same thing keeps happening, but yet you can't prove it. So there's nothing to see here. It's all propaganda. It's all conspiracy. Anyways, I know I've been right along, and I'm guessing not a whole lot of people are going to watch this video, but I got to vent, so thank you for those of you that actually listened and sat through my opinions and, well, what do they call venting. So, thanks. Have a Merry Christmas.